Come here. What's wrong, buddy? Come here. Meow, meow. No, meow, meow. I don't know what happened, but he got hurt the other day. Well, what's going on, everybody? It's Donovan from Team Tate Outdoors. Pretty exciting video today. I've got my in-laws in town. They came down, Linda's parents and her brother came down from Wisconsin to visit us for a week. And they've been here for, tomorrow has been 7 days. They're gonna stay till Saturday. But we have been doing all kinds of hog hunting, cleaning pigs every day. And we're gonna show you a little. We made Nava.
And layer cake.
Yeah, she has been cooking a ton for us. As a matter of fact, she has not stopped. This is wild hog pig skin that they were dipping in hot water and
wanna cook for hot chili.
Yeah, so she's going to take this and make it kind of like pork rind, shred it up, and then she's gonna make her famous hot chili sauce, or paste, if you will, with it. And we're gonna eat this in another day or so. It's gonna be a good time. So stick around, I'm gonna go show you guys the pond. We're gonna update you on a bunch of stuff, and let's get into the video. Well, the tomatoes, there's my hand. They're getting pretty big. We've had light on them the whole time, so that is really helping to make strong stalks without them getting really leggy. And we've been having our oscillating fan run on them and try to stiffen them up. Peppers are doing pretty good so far. Most of them have their main secondary leaves already happening. Some of them are getting really big already. And we're running these lights about 12, from about 7 in the morning till about 9 at night. So just about 14 hours a day. So I hope we're not too far ahead of the power curve. I don't think we're gonna get any frost anytime soon, but it rained a whole heck of a bunch, and we're gonna take you guys out to the pond. Let's go check the pond out because I'm super excited. Finally got enough water to fill it all the way up. It's ready to be filled with fish, and I'm excited because spring is right around the corner, and I'm ready to fill it up with bluegills and crappie and some bass and some minnows, because I can't wait to go out there and catch some fish for dinner. So Oklahoma got hammered with some rain the other night. It's about March 6th, I think, right now. Nope, it's March 5th. 2 days ago, we got hammered with rain. You can see there's still mud puddles everywhere. I drove the tractor down it. Our big ditch here is still working, pushing all the water from coming from the meadow, and it's still pushing to our pond. But most exciting part about it is we had enough water and rain with what was coming off the yard and off the house, and I was able to pump the rest of the creek, that we finally got the pond full and to overflow. And so we're gonna show you guys that right now. Here is the pond, completely full. It will not get any fuller than this. And how do I know that? Well, because I now have my overflow area right here. I filled it enough to watch it overflow. And why is that important? I needed to know where I'm going to dig my trench and take all the water out to the creek. You see it's kind of running through here a little bit. I had to fill it up as much as I could because I didn't know exactly where it was going to overflow. The guys that built the pond, they figured it was going to be right in here. So we're going to have to make us a trench and go all the way around the outside edge of the pond over to the creek. And I'm glad I did it now before the real spring rains, because now I can start working on trenching and putting in a rock and putting in a pipe and getting it pushed all the way back down to the creek. Got kind of a big puddle here, a little bit of a low spot, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna trench it all down either through here or around this to the creek. I'm thinking we might even go right down through here, down to the creek right down there. It's really still running, but we're gonna check all that out right now. All right, I don't remember if you guys knew what this looked like before. I'm gonna see if I can find some video footage here to show you what this part of the pond used to look like before we got it built. Now you can see we've got way more water on it. This is basically the northeast corner of our pond. And right on the other side of the pond dam is the creek. And the creek is flowing pretty good right now. Like I said, we have gotten a ton of rain. I can now remove my pump, I think, put my pump away and get ready to start maybe doing some landscaping around the pond, getting in some pond vegetation, and most importantly is getting in the fish that we need for the pond. Me and Linda actually started catching some minnows one day in the creek before it rained. We found some minnows and some crawdads, and we also threw our throw net and we caught a few small bluegills. So we do have some bluegills already started in here. And then I also went fishing with some friends in another pond, and we got about 15 really nice sized bluegills, and those are in the pond too. So we do already have fish stocked in the pond somewhat. But we have a whole bunch of fishing to do to fill this thing up. Look right here, man. I mean, it came all the way up where the level is just, I mean, right here by the edge. It doesn't get much closer than that. That's perfect where I can fish this whole bank. And then it levels out right against the grass meadow there. And that's what I wanted. Didn't quite come up over the peninsula here. We'll look at that in a second. That's where the gazebo is going to go. Let's see how this creek is looking where we've been pumping from. This is all the dirt and muck we took out of the pond. If you guys remember that video a while back. The creek has actually carved its way through what muck went falling over the creek. It's pushed it all out of the way so the creek can actually flow. And we've got a pretty good flow of water. That's how we were able to finish filling up the creek, or filling up the pond rather. Now I got to work on getting my grass seed and any vegetation I want to grow around it to start that growing. Linda said she wants to put gravel in, like right here, this whole section. She wants to lay gravel in so that we don't have to walk on mud. Problem is, gravel will soak in and sink into that clay and stuff. I may have to do several loads of it, but it may be the better option because this is what we have to deal with, is soppy mud on the edges when it rains. And this year, we're not going to be sucking water out of our creek. We're actually going to run a pump and suck water from our pond to irrigate the garden, which I showed you guys we plowed up. So we're going to have plenty of water to provide for our garden when it starts to get super hot out and dry, where we don't have to use the city water, which is going to save us and save our plants because we don't have to put any chemicals on them except fresh water. All right, filled all the way up. Look at this. I mean, right to the edge of the field. This is where we put grass seed in. It's not really coming up in the clay much, and this, I don't know why the grass hasn't started coming up in here yet, but over on that side it actually did start. You can see a patch right there. I'll show you in a minute, but that's getting where the water was soaking into the dirt. The grass really started to grow and the seeds started to take off. So I'm hoping that it does the same thing right here. I mean, it's perfect. The water has come literally right up to the edge of this like little peninsula we have here. We plan to have the gazebo right here and possibly a dock either right here or right in the middle. We're gonna have it somewhere, but we want to have a zip line from that tree to that tree so the kids can jump off into the middle of the pond. Slowly coming along. Can't wait for spring and the warm weather to hit so I can really get started building the socializing area of the pond and using it for what we meant it for. What, kitty? Come here. What's wrong, buddy? Come here. Meow meow. No, meow meow. I don't know what happened, but he got hurt the other day. I'm gonna show you his leg. Come here, Bubba. What's wrong? What's up? Hi. Let's look at your leg. Oh, Bubba got a boo-boo on his leg. He had a big old gash in it. And well, we've been trying to take care of that, but he seems like he's been recovering. What, buddy? What? Ugh. What's up? What's up? You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, I don't know if something bit him or he got it caught on something, but he had like a hole in his arm and it was kind of pussy. I squeezed the pus out and then we put some antibiotic on him. And well, if you know cats, if you don't put a cone on them, they're gonna rip whatever you put on them. We had a bandage on him. It didn't last long, but actually it's closed up and started healing, so I'm not really too worried about him. I think he's gonna make a full recovery. He's already back out hunting. All right, get down, Bubba. Come on. Come on, cat dog. I call him cat dog because he follows me like a dog. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see some of the grass seed. What? What are you doing? You gotta let, you guys see the grass seed coming in pretty good all through there? It's all gonna be nice and solid grass mat right in here. It's gonna look real good. Come on, Kiki. Yep, just like that. All that grass. It's almost just like we wanted it. We carved it low, and I mean it was just almost perfect where it almost came up flush with the meadow here, and it flattened off, and it's gonna cut down and go right around that pond, right around the bank there, and flow down to the creek. So it's gonna be awesome. Some of the grass that grew is in the water there. It was on the ground, but once the water came up, it covered it all up. Cut this. Out of the trees that we cut down, that tree was right there on the pond bank when the guys pulled it out with the machinery, and it sat over there for a while. Me and the boys were able to cut it up, and I actually cut it into a chair, so now it's gonna be a fishing chair for the pond, which I kind of thought it was fitting to do that. Or it's a scratch post for the cat, I guess. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay. All right, it's a little chilly out here. I'm gonna try to get inside, and that's awesome. I'm so glad that water's come all the way up now. It's just beautiful. I mean, it has just been so much work trying to get to this point. Any of you guys that's been following us, it is to see where it's at now, where we've come, and where we started. It's just huge. It's huge. I just got to get this black pipe buried in the ground coming to the pond so we don't have to see it no more. Did get all the wood cut up. The boys helped me split all the wood and stack it. That's all our green wood for next year. We're going to let dry out this summer. Some of that is the hardest. These stumps that we have left right there, those are the hardest stumps to split. I don't know what kind of wood it was, but man, my splitter wouldn't even split it. I think we only went through 1, 2, 3, 4. We went through 4 ricks of wood this year, keeping the house warm. And we replaced it all with the trees that pulled out of the pond. So we'll have plenty of wood for next winter. It's already ahead of us. We don't have to worry about it. All right, guys. Hey, well, thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. We're out.
Where did it go? I did put to bed.
What?
What are you doing?
Petting the cats. Petting the kitties. Petting the kitties. Oh, it's a good kitty.